Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and in this one we're going to cover the Microraptor, suggested by this user on Discord. If you have a creature you want this type of video being made of, make sure you comment it either here in the comment section on YouTube or in my Discord, and I will prioritize that creature, as if not, I will do all the creatures alphabetically. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you did, it helps me out a lot. So without further ado, let's get right into this one. So how does the Microraptor behave in the wild? Well, it's actually more complicated than most creatures. Now, when these are in the wild alone, they kind of act like most other predators by attacking mostly herbivores for food. Although they are quite weak though, so killing stuff is something that they rarely actually do, but at least they're trying. But it is when these guys encounter a mounted player that they get unique, because when they see a player mounted on a medium-sized creature, they will attack you, bite you, and stun you, so that you will get dismounted from your mount and be stunned for about 10 seconds afterwards, leaving you vulnerable from attacks from other creatures. Now, depending on how many Microraptors there are, and also what mood your dino is, depends if they are gonna attack or not. If there is a lone Microraptor stunning you and your mount is put on passive, it'll start attacking you right away, but if your mount is on neutral, it'll flee instead. However, if there is several Microraptors together, they get a little pack buff, which basically makes them bolder and will attack you regardless of what behavior your mount is. So even though your mount is aggressive, they will still attack and try to kill you. However, if you're hovering above them on an RG and they can see you but you're out of range, like what's happening here, you can see that they immediately go into a flee mode without even trying to attack me. However, note that none of this really matters if you're riding a big carnivore like a Rex or, like I'm using, an Acrocanthosaurus, as they won't show any aggression towards you or your mount. However, it's a different story on foot, because these guys won't be aggressive towards you on long range, as you can see here, as I'm almost completely walking up to it without it caring. However, when you do walk too close, it will start attacking you, but they can't actually stun you, so they face very little threat. Plus, they barely deal any damage, so unless there is a bunch of them, you really won't be in much danger. So how do you tame these guys? Well, it's not actually that difficult. So first of all, we gotta find them, and they're found a lot of different places throughout the island, like many other creatures, but by far the best place to search for these guys is the river running north of the redwoods. Not only do they spawn here quite frequently, but it's also a much better area to search than, for example, the redwoods, where they're also found quite commonly. The problem with the redwoods is that it's also home to the Archaeopteryx, which is very easy to confuse with this guy. I mean, just look at them, they look really similar. So to avoid that confusion, it's much better searching areas where the Archaeopteryx doesn't actually live. They can also be found in some jungle areas too, but they're quite rare here, so I wouldn't bet on searching here, it's kind of a waste of time. Now, the taming itself is very easy. Just walk up to them with a bola, and they will attack you when you get close. So bola them when they go towards you, and shoot them with any type of ammo you want. I would recommend using tranq darts on this one, because their health is quite poor, so you might end up killing them if you're not careful with the crossbow. When you get it knocked out, give it some rare flour, as that's its favorite food, and just wait a little while. The torpor goes down pretty quickly, but they also tame fast, so I didn't actually need narcotics even for this 150, but if you play with lower taming rates, you might need some, so it would be smart to bring a few. So now you got yourself a tamed Microraptor, so what can you use this guy for? Well, that depends on what mode you play. If you play on PvE, or solo, or whatever, then these guys are basically useless. They really only act as a pet shoulder mount for you to keep on your shoulder when going exploring, and that's basically it. Their stats are pretty poor, they don't have that great health, and the damage is really weak, so they're not really good as a defense mount, and they really don't have any other purpose. Like, yeah, it's useless. When you play PvP, however, is when these guys are useful, because just like the wild ones, they can knock people off their mounts. I couldn't actually demonstrate this myself because I didn't have any friends that could come on and kind of be my guinea pig, but I'll just borrow a clip from this YouTuber, so I'll link his channel in the description. But basically, you whistle attack on the player riding a dinosaur, and the Microraptor will jump and knock the player off his mount. And that's pretty much it for the Microraptor. Again, if you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel. We're hitting 200 subscribers really soon. When I'm recording this, I think I have 197 subscribers or something, so please hit that subscribe button, and also like the video so that it gets caught by the algorithm so that more people can find it. And with that being said, thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.